Hi guys, you're watching Nigerian Benz Lover YouTube channel, and my name is Tunde. Today I want to talk to you guys about the tires, right? Like what you need to know, what you need to know about identifying the tires, what to look out for when getting tires, all that kind of stuff, right? The first thing you need to know about the tire is the right ends on the sidewall, right? So you can see here is what's written here is 225 by 55 R16 99Y, and this looks like gibberish to some people, and I know like probably looks like gibberish, but to the car enthusiasts, the mechanics, and the people who sell tires, they're like, wow, this makes sense, right? So now this part where it says 225, that means the tires weight is 225, so it's 225 millimeters wide, and then 55 on its own means that the wall height is 55 inches. Sorry, 55 millimeters. Don't get me wrong there. 55 millimeters tall, right? And then R16, right? That means it's a 16-inch rim. So this rim right here is a 16-inch rim, right? So if you're getting a tire and let's say your car is using 16-inch rims, 17-inch rims, 18-inch rims, make sure that you get R18s, R17s, or R19s. So you have to get those details, like really, you have to know what you're going into, what you're buying, right? Then when you look here, you see 99Y. Now these are separate, but I mean they're together. So 99 means the load capacity of the tire, right? So you have to go online to check the details and all that. So 99. Now this tire is 99Y. That means you can carry this tire on its own. On its own, you can carry a weight of equivalent of around 750 kilograms, right? And 750 kilograms on one side of a car is that is more than enough, right? Because I mean this car now weighs around I think 1.8 tons, right? This is not the AMG spec, this is just an E320, right? And then Y, the alphabet there, the Y means the speed rating, right? So the speed rating for this tire now, Y, means this tire can do as much as 200 kilometers per hour, which is weird because why is one putting 200 kilometer rated tires on a standard everyday car? I don't know. All right, that's what I got, right? Okay, then the other thing you need to look out for again is the season ratings, right? So this tire doesn't have it because I believe these are old tires that actually expired. So let me show you the tires that I got. I forgot to mention the R before the rim size, right? Doesn't mean rim. It actually means that the tires are radial tubeless tires, right? So if you see R on the tire, that's what it's like, radial tubeless, and I believe that's what everyone uses these days. Okay, so moving on to the tires I have on the car now, right? So I actually got new tires all around, new tires, new wheels, right? So the one I showed you, that was the stock tire, that was the stock setup, right? But I guess it's 2020, I needed something new, something fresher, and I got these. Now when I was trying to get the tires, I made sure I got all seasons, right? Because I've noticed something with most people, they always get winter tires because they're kind of cheaper, especially when you're looking for used tires, they're cheaper. But the thing is that in a country like Nigeria with the hot climate and all that, temperatures go as high as 30 degrees, sometimes 33 degrees on a regular day, and using winter tires in those conditions is very, very dangerous, right? Because like the road gets really, really hot, and the winter tires were designed for colder surfaces, and then you have, but most people think that because they have the taller tread and all that the tire would last longer, but that's not the case. So when you're buying new tires, always make sure you get all seasons, right? But something else I looked out for again was the load index, like I mentioned before, right? So apart from the car's weight you have to factor in, you also have to factor in the like as you are driving on the highway, you're doing higher speeds, downforce, right? Your car is pushing to the air, you get. So as your car is pushing to the air, the weight kind of increases. And then apart from that, if you're carrying passengers, like you're carrying your aunties or your guys, or you're going on a road trip, you have to factor in all those things for the load index. So I would advise, if you're driving a mid-size sedan like this, then or an SUV, then you get like tires with load index of like maybe 100 to be on the safe side, right? And then one other thing that you need to look out for again is the tire fitment guides, right? So when I was trying to get new tires, I thought, because I was running 225s all around, and that was a nice setup for like normal stuff. I wanted something big. I wanted the big AMG wheels, the big AMG tires, you get, and I was looking for 245s at the front and 265 at the back. Now, the thing about this particular model is you can't put anything more than 245 at the front, 245mm tires at the front, because if you do that, then you start having the tires rubbing, right? And when you have the tires rubbing, the tire is supposed to last maybe let's say 4 years or less, would not last up to that. You get, so always try to look at the tire fitment guides so you know the largest tire you can put on your car if you want that fat tire setup and all that, right? And speaking of expiry dates, always look on the tire. There is a particular place where the expiry date is. So like tires, on most tires you have the production date, right? So from the production, let's say the tire was made in 2020, then you know that the tire's expiry date is in 4 years, let's say 4 to 5 years, right? So if it's 2020, then you know that in 2024, if you're still using the car, you have to change those tires, right? When you are like pumping your tires, engaging your tires and all that at the organizer, always try to get the how will I put it, the exact tire pressure to put in your tires. And most cars usually have the tire ratings on the door seals, right? As you can see in this particular model, you have the tire pressure guide, right? So the cold tire pressure for front and rear, right? And if you can't find it on the door jamb or on the door seal, then you can always check the fuel filler cap, right? They have them in several areas of the car to guide you. And if you are, maybe you just change your car tire and you're not sure of what to how will I say, of what tire pressure to put for your car tire, then I'd advise you just keep it safe and just put them in a middle range. Or you could always, like I said, go online and check some of the tire fitment guides for your car, because cars differ in weights and camber and all that, right? So I'll be talking more on tires and the camber angles, history of tires, all the things you really need to know about tires. Like I gave the basics on the video, but like if I'm going to talk about tires, and I'm going to talk for a long time, right? So I'll be doing an extended episode on my podcast. I'll share a link in the description. Okay, so if you want to know more about tires and all that, then please go there and subscribe and all that. It's on all podcast platforms. And please don't forget to leave a like, comment, just rock all the buttons, and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, that really helps. And thanks for listening, and goodbye.